my last portion, I promise it's a bit short. So, a sea delicious movement. Now, this is a word that I somehow one day I just invented it. Okay? Because, well, I love the seafood and it's really, really delicious for those who know it. So, a sea delicious movement for us, the definition, it should be fresh, ease, and affordable. Now, talking about fresh, how many of you wake up early and go to the wet markets trying to get fresh seafood? Anyone?
Market.
How many of you? Can I have a show of hands? Like you actually go to the wet market to get fresh seafood? You do. So one out of 3?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Okay, so 1, 2. So 2 out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 out of 12 of you actually go to the wet. Anyone of you go to wet markets? Julie. Okay. Alright. Now, how many of you know how to clean and prepare a seafood, a raw seafood?
It depends. Depends.
Okay, how many of you can, okay, let me ask an example then. How many of you, if this is really raw, how many of you can handle this? Anyone?
It depends.
Actually, I can. I can handle the size of this. Yeah. Yes, really clean it, skew it, gutted it, and then really cut it into slices or even fillet it. It's a skill that we acquire when we are child.
Yeah.
And my mom always insisted that if you want to eat your seafood, make sure you know how to handle the seafood. So not many of you knows how to handle the seafood, I suppose, right? Now, how many of you can really cook seafood well? And knowing the nature of every seafood and how to cook it. I mean, not every, but most of the seafood, the common ones.
I can eat it.
See? So, at Fresh Online, we really started this with 3 goals in mind. We know that for working professionals like us, it's a nightmare waking up early and go to the wet market where you really stink. I personally hated it. Okay? So we don't want you to go through that. Now, supermarkets, just now someone mentioned supermarket is an option, right? When you go to supermarket and you look at those seafood, are you really sure that it's fresh? Let me tell you how it works. At a fresh market, those that is on display at the stand in the supermarkets here, you see all the fishes that's been defrosted and they claim that it's fresh. It's actually not. It's what we call chilled fresh. So what they do is, when they get it from the pot, they actually bring it back and they put ice, this is called chilled, and they put it on the stand. Now, if they cannot finish it within the day, they actually bring it back and they put it in the same container and they put ice on it. The next day, they will actually put it up again for sale. So this is what we call, because we deal a lot with supermarket, and that's the reason why we do it. Alright? And a lot of them, for those seafood that's harder to find on a daily basis or on a frequent basis, they actually frozen it, and then they defrost it, and they bring it out and they sell it. And if they can't, they actually freeze it. So what you call fresh in the super, let's be careful about it. Okay? Now, frozen seafood. We are also selling frozen seafood, right? What is the difference? Can anyone guess? What's the difference between a frozen seafood that you see in the supermarket than a frozen seafood that you see on an online store? Anyone? Okay, let me share this is how it works. When you're at a supermarket, right, the supermarket supplier, they will actually order the stock. But they order in batches or they order in bulk. Right? Now, assuming that you ordered like 500 packs today, all these 500 packs, half of them is already packed in boxes like this. And then they will probably store like majority in their storage, and then they put up probably 10% within the chest type freezer that you see, right? Yeah. Only when they finish, they should bring out the new stuff. Now, at Fresh Online, we don't do that. We have all our products that comes in whole, like for example, salmon. We actually have it in whole. And we put it in our central freezing facility, which is at Navadas. Okay, so we have our own facility in Navadas. And only and we pack just in time. So, for example, when we launch, and we know that for this week, I'm probably going to be sending like 300 packs of salmon. So I will actually inform the factory and they say, hey, every week I'm expecting you to pack about 300 packs. And that is when they actually get it from the central warehousing, They bring it out and then they started to slice it. And then they go pack it. Now, because it's an online store, okay, and we have a physical store, we're starting our first physical store and we'll be expanding more over there. We only keep a week's supply there. All the other we are actually storing it in the central facility. This is to keep the freshness. Because when it's in the central storage facility, because that's equipped with technology and also temperature control, you get the best freshness. And only on a weekly basis, we actually ordered the quantity that we needed and then we transfer it to the store. So that is the difference between the frozen seafood that we supply and the frozen seafood that you get in the market. If you notice about that, when you go to a supermarket, you see a lot of packs with a lot of frost, ice frost inside the packet. That's because that has been kept for too long.
That is what?
It's been kept for too long in the freezers. Yeah. So at Fresh Online again, we try to offer like the freshest seafood that you can get in Manila. Okay, I can't compare to the island where you get it from the ocean, so I can't compare to that. Alright, now these. So as you can see, most of our products here, except for a few, we actually have it scaled, gutted, grilled, and we also have all the prawns deveined and don't be shelled. And then depending on what you need, the style of cooking, just pick the one that you have. And then it's also portion cut. Like the fish that you see at the red grouper, see that is scaled, gutted, grilled, so you can just steam it. Just defrost and steam it. You don't have to do any job. Okay? And if I'm really, really, really lazy, choose the fillet. Can someone just pick out the fillet? Yes, the big fish, red grouper fillet. This one, yeah. Like, sorry. So this is from the parrotfish. So you can just do this fish and chips. This is what you get in fish and chips. Yeah. But this is, well, this is really huge size compared to the miserable portion that you are getting in the restaurant. Okay, and then what is really, really fascinating is we have a lot of online recipes and we're trying to grow that. Is to select the really easy to prepare seafood recipes, and you can do it online. But we have one. But you will find that our recipes are probably very different from all the other recipes in that we actually focus on simplicity and authentic to the taste. We want you to taste the real seafood as it is. Most of the seafood should not be deep fried and should not be grilled. You only do that when the seafood is not fresh. When it's really fresh, you eat it as it is. Like for example, in my family, when we eat like red grouper, we never deep fry. We only steam it with soy sauce and honey. That's it. So just a little bit of soy sauce, mix it with water, really good quality honey. Steam it depending on the size. So for example, this size, you probably steam it for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then when it's almost done, with the sauce that's ready, you just pour it over. And then if you are really diligent, just fry some garlic and you just sprinkle over. That is the way to enjoy a red grouper. You will really find the sweetness and tenderness. It should not be deep fried, and it should not be marinated. Yes, this is how confident we are with the quality of the seafood. That we encourage you and to spread the message really that we should eat seafood right. Okay, and also what is really exciting is what in the very near future, I'm expecting in probably about 2 months' time, we're going to launch a range of pre-mixed sauces. That you can just order your seafood, order your sauces, and with instructions. So either you steam it, you boil it, or if you want, pan fry it, and then just pour the sauce over and you can have it. So we are really trying to make, which is why we are calling on this as a movement, because we want people to start eating healthy. Be good to yourself. Okay? Alright, and then affordable. So I'm going to have a game to show you how affordable our seafood is later. So I shall not review anymore, but I'll let Mike I'll let Mike host the game later. Okay. Now, and I was very fortunate. So as I mentioned, as you see, right, my attorney is actually co-founder. So I do have a local partner, and my local partner is a very, very seasoned seafood industry player. And the only reason why he supported me in doing this is because he has a strong belief that seafood is expensive because of the multi-layers of distribution.
Yeah.
And he has the vision also to get seafood to people at a cheaper cost, so that more people can opt to choose seafood as a regular diet. And then now, Jack. Now I'm going to talk about Jack. How did Jack